Okay, today we are going to talk about accessing the internet and browsers. So the first thing, to get to the internet, you need to have access. You need to have a way to access the internet. So if you're at home, you can purchase, you can get a service through an internet service provider, which could be AT&T, your cable company, Windstream, Mediacom, different companies or provide that service. And then once you get it in your house, you can have wired connections or Wi-Fi or wireless connections. Then you could also do it through a cellular connection, which if you have a smartphone and you're wanting to run it that way, that's usually a little more expensive. But you can have what's called a hotspot, and you can run your computer through that. Or you can go to things like some libraries or even some restaurants will have free Wi-Fi connections, and so you can connect that way. So once you get a way to connect to the internet is basically a bunch of websites, and so you need a way to view those websites, and so you use what's called a browser. There are the three different browsers you will usually hear your teachers talking about are Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, and Firefox. So I will go through each one of those, just give you a basic quick rundown of each one of those. So the first one we're going to do is Internet Explorer, and if you look at the bottom in my taskbar, you're going to see it looks like an E with a big swoop around it. And so let me move it over here. It opened up on my other screen. And then when it opens up, mine is set to automatically open up to the K-12 website. And then I also have it set to open up another tab. So you will see these are called tabs up here at the top, and you can switch back and forth between them. So this little part right here is called your address bar, or it's where you would type the URL. You'll hear people say that sometimes. Then this is a back button. This is a forward button. This is your search bar. You can just search directly here. This is your home button. This is the favorites, where you add something to your favorites, and these are your tools. So then underneath that, if you see this area right here, we have if we right click here, you'll see you have a favorites bar and a menu bar. So the menu bar is going to be this part right here that says File, Edit, View, That. And if you unclick off that, now it's gone. So if you right click there again, you can put it back. Some people like it there, some people don't. Then all these sites right here are on my favorites bar. Those are places I go to a lot, and so I have them saved there. And I will explain how to add things to your favorites bar in just a moment. Then if you stay signed into your Google account, then you're going to see you're going to have some kind of initial or something right here. And then you can also just access your Gmail, and if you click here for your Google Apps, you can access all of your Google Apps also when you're signed in. That would be if you have a Google account. Okay, so now if we want to go to a website, you can either go to the search bar here. Let's say we want to go to Starfall. You could search for Starfall here. You could type it up here, Starfall, or you can go to the address bar and just type it in directly if you know the website, if you know the address. Okay, so then once we get Starfall, let's say this is a website we go to a lot, and we really want to add it to our favorites, which is what you call it in Internet Explorer, your favorites. And we can go up here to where this star is, and we can click on the star, and it will pull up this, and you'll just click Add to Favorites. And then you can put it in different folders in your favorites. But you would just click Add, and you would add it to your favorites. Now, if you want it to appear right here where all these are, you can take this, you can highlight it. Sorry, actually you click on this little tab right here, and then you right click with your mouse and you drag it. You can just drag it over, and you can just stick it right there. And it will appear right there on your favorites. You can add it other ways too. To me, that's just the simplest way to add it. So let's delete that back off. So then you have what are called hyperlinks within a website, and that allows you to go to like another page within the website or just a total another website altogether. So like if we click here, you'll see it linked us directly to another page. Now, if you are, let's go to the settings here. If you want yours to do like mine did and open up to a specific website or even have another tab and like always open up a search engine, then you can come over here to settings. You'll go down here to internet options, and then it'll say to create the home page, you're going to type each one in its own line. So you type the first one, you type the second one. If we wanted to also do Starfall, we could go www.starfall.com and we could add that one. You can also delete your browsing history on exit. You can, that's actually, you might have to come in and do that every so often so that it doesn't, your computer will get kind of messed up. I mean, it helps your computer is what I'm trying to get. You can change your security settings here. You can turn on your pop-up blocker so that it won't automatically just pop up all these things unless you've okayed it. You can there's lots of different things you can do here, but that's just kind of the basics of Internet Explorer. So let's move on to the next browser. And now we're going to go to Google Chrome. It is this little symbol that just looks like a multicolored circle with like a green dot in the middle. And so for that one, we're going to open that one up. And again, I have it set to open up 2 tabs. So again, we have the 2 tabs. Again, we have the address bar where you would type in your URL. Then we also have a spot where you can add the sites you go to most recently, but when you're in Google Chrome, it's called bookmarking them. It's not called adding them to your favorites. It would be called bookmarking them. So in order to do that, let's say we, again, wanted to go to Starfall. Then, and we wanted to bookmark it. You see this little yellow, it's a star. If you click on that, then it will, you can add your bookmark added, and you just click done. Okay. If you want to add it to your, let me delete this from here. If you want to add it to your favorites right here on the on here, then you would just, now you highlight the URL and drag it over, and it puts it there. So let's delete that. Then also, if you wanted to fix it so that it opens 2 tabs like mine does, you can click here, you go down to settings. It's going to open up your settings, and you will see it will say right here, open a specific page, and you can edit those, or you can add a new page if you would like. So you could click add a new page and type in the Starfall website. You can also, if yours does not show this little bookmarks bar right here, then it's right here. You can where it says show bookmarks bar, you just click on that. Also, some people like to have their home button on there. So if you notice, it's going to appear right here. Okay, so let me turn that back on. Now you see it looks like a little house. That's a home button. And the good thing about that is, let me click out of settings. If I'm on Starfall and I want to go back to whatever my home page is, I just click that one button. It takes me back. So it makes it a lot easier than having to type in or go back or that kind of stuff. So I think that's probably the basics of Google Chrome. Now let me oh, there is another difference. If you're on a website and you're downloading something, what you're going to see is, depending on the web browser, sometimes you'll see a little arrow that appears about right here, and you can click on the arrow and it'll open up the file. Sometimes it may pop up a little bitty thing right down here in the left-hand corner that will show you what's downloaded. Each browser is a little different. So now we will go to Firefox. Okay, now we will look at Firefox. And it looks like this, it's a symbol that looks like a little blue and orange looking little world here. So if you have it on your taskbar, you can click on it that way. Otherwise, you can go to your programs list and open it. And I don't really use Firefox a lot, so my homepage for that is actually set at Google. But again, you're going to have your URL. You're going to have your bookmarks line right here, and you can see I don't really have very many bookmarks. And then, but let's say we go to Starfall again. And we want to bookmark it here. Then again, it's this little arrow. You can just click on it, and it will say bookmark. You can click done. Okay. Then, if you want to put this one on your favorites list, or your bookmarks list, you can just again highlight the web address and then just move it down. So let's delete that off. Then if you want to change the home page where yours opens, then you would come over here to see these little arrows, and you would come to where it says options. And this will, if you want Firefox to be the one that always opens anytime you open something, you just click there. Then the home page, you can change the home page there. You can change where it downloads files to. You can put it in a specific folder somewhere on your computer if you wanted it in a folder on your desktop or something. Then also, I think this is the one where, nope, this one. If you don't want to, no, where's the one with the pop-ups? There's one with you can also click again here for the pop-ups if you don't want to see them. I'm not sure where they are. It's on here somewhere. But you might have to look through here. I thought it was under. There it is. It's under content. Block pop-up windows. Oh, and here is this arrow where I was telling you. It says display the progress of ongoing downloads. That's where you'll see it. It turns colors as the file downloads, and sometimes you might have to click on that little arrow to get it to open up the download, and then it will open it up for you. And that's I think the basics of differences in the 3 basic browsers.